Pace, pace, pace. Solid midfield and pray. That's how you get something out of this game. Welcome to the preview for Forest versus City. Hi guys, hope you're doing well and welcome back to a preview as Forest will have the very light work task of taking on Man City this weekend. I really am looking forward to it. Hope you enjoyed your holidays. Welcome back. If you want to welcome back by grabbing me a coffee, you can scan this QR code or click on the link that's in the comments. But you may as well hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed if you're new here. And somehow or other, we're going to come up with a plan on how to get something out of City. I'm not even saying win the game. I'm just saying give me a point, man. Give me a point. So, look, we've got to make some assumptions, right? So I'm saying everyone who was available before is available now. I don't expect to see Einar back. Don't expect to see Chris Wood back. I can't even remember who the other players are that are missing, but they're not going to be back. I just want to see some changes. We cannot perform how we did against Fulham, and I don't think we will. I think this game suits Sean Dyche. Now, Sean Dyche, I don't think has ever beaten Pep. Sean Dyche, I've seen him go on the record and say he doesn't really know how to beat Pep. So that doesn't really fill me with much enthusiasm or hope. But you know what? I'm in a good mood, so let's try and figure it all out. But I honestly think when I look back at the way we've beaten City or drawn with City, and it's always happened at the City ground, we've actually been okay against them. I think 1-1, drawn 1 and lost 1 over the last 3 years. I think there is a formula that works against City and you've just got to stick to it, clench your butt cheeks and hope everything goes right for you on the day. So how do we do this? You change the formation. It's as simple as that for me. Let's jump into the team sheet. It'll be easier to do it. There's going to be some egos that get hurt. If you want to beat City, you're just going to have to do it. Now, I did contemplate going to a back three. But I think the formation that will work the best is if we go 4-5-1 in this one. So I'll, off the bat, spoiler alert, I'm dropping Gibbs White. And not because I do kind of want to drop him, but because we need some robustness in that midfield. So the midfield three for me has to be this. It has to be Douglas Luiz. I know he stunk it out against Fulham, but we ain't really got anyone else. So I would go Dominguez, Anderson, and Douglas Luiz. I'm dropping Hudson-Odoi. I'm sorry, too much of a stinker against Fulham. He's got to be dropped. I'm also going to bring in pace, and I'm looking at someone like Bakwa. It's time for him to shine. Let's slap Hutchinson on the left-hand side, but deeper. And let's slap Bakwa on the right-hand side a little bit deeper as well. And I'm actually tempted to put Callum Mwendo up front because we don't need a striker who's going to drop in that pocket against Man City. You don't need to get too physical against their midfield. You've just got to be agile and nimble because they will play very high up the pitch, which could create some space. Now, I know they've tweaked it a bit this season and they're a bit more organised in the way Pep's got them going, right? But there still will be spaces and pockets for Callum Mwendo to run, and he's got decent pace about him. So that's what I would do. I would lock up the middle of that park. That's the key. Force them wide. Force them into our own half. Create some pockets in behind. And then let Bakwa and Hutchinson use their pace. Now, if we could loan Alanga in for a game, I would for this one. Because that's exactly the type of player we need. We've got to play on the counter-attack. But we've got to be so rock solid in our defence. And I think we kept a clean sheet against them last year when we beat. I think last year, if I remember right, Hudson-Odoi, I want to say. But City were pretty crap then. And then we drew 1-1 a couple of seasons back with that infamous 22 or whatever it was goal passing sequence with Cristiano Ronaldo scoring. Now, the other change that potentially you would make is obviously Sells back in for Victor if he's fit. I think you guys need to be less harsh on Victor. I thought he'd done okay since he's been in, as I told you he would. But I know a lot of you are not confident in him. Now, what we need to see in that midfield is some element of physicality. His perfect game from a Sangare or maybe even a Ryan Yates, but he's not going to be fit for this. And obviously Sangare's out at AFCON. But if we can just get physical, man, they've got techie players. Cherky techie, Foden very techie. Those are the players we've got to bully. If we can choke them and not give them any time on the ball, a setup like this could work. And then get Murillo playing those long diagonals out to Bakwa or to Hutchinson. And Bakwa could be a little trick and an ace up the sleeve as long as he is backward and not backward when he plays. Like, City may not be expecting this. I still am not confident. I would actually think about dropping Savona as well. Doku's going to absolutely cook him. My God, maybe we go out with 10 men. Oh, God, who would I put? You know who I'd put in there, guy? I would put Jair Cunha. I would. I like the kid. I think he's done well when he's played at right back. He is a centre-back, I know, but he's done well there. That's what I would do. And then if you really want maybe an ace up the sleeve, McAtee suddenly decides he remembers that he's a good player against his old club. I can't see it. So, that's the team I'm going with. Yes, there's a lot of changes, but I just think we need to get some changes in there. We need a surprise result, either from Villa or Arsenal. Because realistically, in the next 5 games, West Ham and Everton are where we can potentially get some actual points, right? But one of those 3 games, and they are first, second, and third in the league, we have to surprise someone. Let's surprise them all. But how do I see this one playing out? Man City will dominate. Forest will get pushed deeper and deeper. Forest will end up in the most disgusting low block you've ever seen. Murillo will be punting the ball forward. It will land to one of their centre-backs who won't even be on the halfway line. They'll be in our half. And eventually, that cyborg up front is going to score a goal. So I think we lose this game, I'm sorry to say. I know I've come with the energy and then boop, just pop the balloon. But I just think City are in robot mode. But if Dyche is going to get a result, it's going to be against these big 6 teams. But his record against Pep is not very good. So I'm not going in with any hope. I'm saying Forest 0, Man City 2. As crap as we've been this season, this may be the first time I've predicted us to lose. Maybe because we don't lose and we smash them 3-1. No chance. 2-0 Man City. Get your score predictions in the comments down below. This could be ugly. And it's a 12:30 kickoff. So, we'll see you for the game. Wrap up, strap in, and pray. Make sure you've liked, make sure you've subscribed, get your score predictions in, grab me a coffee if you want to be that kind of kindness. I would appreciate it. And we'll see you for the game. Come on, you Reds.